And now bring your feet to parallel, maybe widening the stance a little bit. We're going to drop forward into a wide-legged forward fold. So leading with your heart in forward folds. Now don't worry if your head or your hands even don't touch the floor here. Just find wherever you're at today. You can keep a softness in your knees here. Try not to hyperextend your knees. So inhaling, softening your knees, coming up. Now swimming our hands round so they meet our lower back, drawing our elbows together, and then again folding forward. Hinging at the hips, tilting the pelvis, and using the weight from the crown of your head to draw you deeper into the fold. Inhaling, coming up. This time swimming our hands behind and we're clasping our hands, drawing our palms together if possible. And as we exhale, we're bringing our arms all the way over our head there. Really try and use your exhalations to release a little bit more into these forward bends. So we're releasing all the tension in the back of our body, our lumbar spine, our hamstrings. Inhaling, coming up. Bring our hands back to our hips. Exhaling, hinging forward. And this time, if you can, you're taking your big toes with your peace fingers, your first two fingers, and you're drawing your elbows out to the side. And you can use this to try and hinge further into the forward fold here. And placing your right hand in the center of the mat. Now we're opening up to the left, so bring our left hand high. Dropping it down, swapping hands there. And when you're ready, find your way all the way down to the mat. Stretching your arms out in front, letting your forehead drop to the mat, sitting back on your heels, and taking a well-earned child's pose. Coming out of child's pose and find your way all the way onto your belly. And when you're ready, inhaling and lifting opposite arm to leg. Just holding it there for a few breaths. Exhale down. When you're ready, inhaling, doing the other side. Exhaling down. And this time on an inhalation, take the full pose, so both arms and legs are lifted off the ground here, toning our abdomen. Try not to let your legs spray out too far there. And exhale, bring it down. If you'd like to, you can flex both knees here, grabbing the tops of your feet. And then your next inhalation, coming into a full bow pose there. So really pushing your feet into your hands. Try not to hold your breath. And exhale, releasing down. When you're ready, gently pushing yourself back up. Take a stretch out in child's pose. And then gently finding your way to seated. So extending your right leg out with your right foot flexed there, your left knee's bent, and you're leaning forward, swimming your left arm round your left knee there. And you're bringing your right arm round to meet your left hand. Now, if you can't reach there, use a belt. Keep on working with the slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. And gently coming out of it. Taking staff pose in the center. And then moving to the other side. So flexing your right knee this time. We're swimming our right arm all the way round the outside of that right knee and round behind our back to either meet our left hand or a belt. The hands can be clasped in a monkey grip. You can be holding onto your wrists. Or of course you may be nowhere near and may need to use a belt here until you get further rotation available to you in your shoulders. And then coming out of that, changing back to the first side, so flexing that left knee, drawing our right arm up, and then bringing our right elbow to the outside of our left knee. And we're up on our back fingertips there, keeping that nice elongation through the spine in this twist. So as you inhale, try and elongate a little bit more. And as you exhale, looking over that back left shoulder a little bit further. And gently untwisting back to center. Give yourself a little shimmy if you need to. And let's get ready to do the other side. So flexing your right knee now. Lifting up your left arm. Exhaling, hooking it around the outside of your knee there. Up on your back right fingertips. And you're looking over your right shoulder. Try and keep your bottom leg, the foot of your bottom leg flexed to keep that leg active as well. And then gently coming back to center. Finding your staff pose again, both feet are flexed. Now bringing your legs into a wide-legged stance. Send your tailbone down towards the ground. and then leading down with your heart towards the mat to wherever you may be today. And gently coming up as of your wide-legged forward bend and turning round to face the left. And if you can, you're using your right hand here to grab the outside of your left foot and incorporating a twist into the forward bend here. Again, feel free to use a belt if this is not something that's accessible for you. Or you may even just keep your hand on your shin or your thigh there. And twisting your torso around to face the other side. Opposite hand to the outside of the opposite foot. And folding forward to wherever you can. And inhaling back to centre. Gently bring your legs together. And if you can, take a belt. If you haven't got a belt, maybe you could use a scarf or a tie, whatever you've got at hand. And find your way all the way back onto your back there. Just take a mini Savasana here before we finish off our last set of asanas. So hooking the belt around the toes of your right foot here. And just lifting up into a hamstring stretch. So try and keep your shoulders relaxed down into the mat. Taking all the stretch here across the back of your legs, releasing your lumbar spine. Keep your neck soft. Maybe you have your eyes closed now, if you haven't already. And then releasing that right leg all the way down across your body onto the left-hand side. And looking out towards your right hand, so taking a full spinal twist here. And then gently unraveling and taking the outside of your right foot with your right hand and drawing your right elbow down towards your armpit or the floor. And the sole of the foot's facing up towards the ceiling there. So half happy baby, opening up our hip on our right hand side. And then getting ready to repeat on the other side. So taking the belt, hooking it around your toes on the left side. And again, finding a place where you can relax those shoulders down into the mat. And when you're ready, releasing your left leg over to the right hand side. And bringing out your left arm to the side of you and looking towards it. And gently coming back to centre. And this time grabbing the outside of your left foot with your left hand. Feel free to use a belt if you don't reach. And your left knees coming down towards your armpit, the sole of your foot's facing up towards the sky. And taking a nice hip opener on the left hand side. And releasing, bringing both feet to the floor near your buttocks here. And then dropping both knees over to the right, looking over to your left. Inhale back to centre. Exhale, dropping your knees and head in opposite directions the other way. So just working with your breath, doing some gentle spinal twisting here. Really toning our abdomen. A few more breaths here, so exhaling down and twist. Inhaling to centre. Exhale, knees and head go in opposite direction. And then just incorporating yourself up into a ball there. So bring your nose towards your knees. And then finding your way all the way down onto the mat, ready for the final Savasana. Finding that contact with your mat and just surrendering yourself to it here for a few moments. Feel free to take a longer Savasana today if you feel like you need it or you have the time. And if you don't have the time to do a longer one, then just dedicate these next few moments to completely letting go, surrendering to the mat, reaping all the beautiful benefits of the practice that you've just done, letting your heart rate come down, your breathing return to its normal, natural rhythm. Relax, let go, and enjoy. And whenever you're ready, just rolling gently onto your right hand side here with your eyes closed. Just incorporate yourself for a few breaths. And then whenever you're ready, very slowly just bring yourself back up to seated. Maybe you've got your eyes closed still. And just take one last deep inhalation and exhalation. Bring your hands to heart center. Om Shanti and Namaste.